The average software engineer in the United States makes over $100,000 a year, but more money shouldn't mean more problems. Just because your salary skyrockets doesn't mean your spending should as well. After a decade of getting paid, I discovered these 8 tips that will help you budget your salary. Let's dive into it. Tip number 1, pay yourself first. When you start making money, the easiest thing to do is to give it away without realizing it to Amazon and fancy clothes and nice food. Pay yourself first by saving 10% of each paycheck, regardless of the amount. That way, you always have something left in the bank. Tip number 2, write down your expenses. Now that you're saving 10%, see what you're spending the rest of your money on. For 1 month, write down everything you spend on, savings and all. Visualize where your dollars are going and figure out about how much you spend each month. Tip number 3, identify your spending patterns. Break down your spending into the following categories: living costs, transportation, travel, groceries, eating out, entertainment and gifts, health, loans, savings, and investing. And see where the bulk of your money is going. As a general rule of thumb, you shouldn't be spending more than 30% of your income on your living costs. But how you spend your money is up to you. Do what makes you happiest as long as you live within your means. Tip number 4, set savings goals. By setting goals for your savings, you'll be encouraged to be consistent. Do you have an emergency fund? Are you looking to invest in property? Once you identify clear goals, you can laser in on which to start saving for first. And if you don't have a 6 to 12 month emergency fund already, you might want to start with that. Tip number 5, invest. Having savings is great, but once you have some money set aside, it's a good idea to invest a small portion of your income so that it will grow with inflation. You could look at index funds, a specific retirement account, or buying something that will appreciate in value. The choice is yours. Do your research and make smart investments. Tip number 6, automate your finances. Now that you know exactly where your money is coming from each month, it's time to automate your finances. Putting everything on autopilot will not only free up your time, it will also give you peace of mind and avoid you accidentally missing a due date. And if you're finding this video helpful, consider giving it a thumbs up or subscribing. Tip number 7, build your credit. With your new salary and savings, you soon might decide that you want to buy a property, a new car, or another high-ticket item that doesn't fit within your monthly budget. A couple ways to increase your credit rating are by paying your credit cards off in full each month, increasing the amount of credit you have access to, and decreasing the total percentage of credit that you're using. Tip number 8, watch out for lifestyle creep. Just because you can spend 30% on housing doesn't mean that you should. Evaluate if the things you're spending your money on are really worth their cost. If you're looking for more information on improving your finances, I've linked 3 books in the description below, along with some resources to help you learn to code. If you're interested in potentially getting into the tech industry, check out the Learn to Code playlist right here, and I'll see you in the next one.